Paula Nutting, your musculoskeletal specialist, and today we're looking at cyclists and the injury prevention that we can do to look after them. So I've got a wonderful fellow called Jason, and he's going to give us a bit of the story of his adventures with cycling and how it's affected his body. Hey Jason, how are you going?
Good, how are you?
Yeah, really, really good. we're going to get some information from Jason. He's been cycling for about how long?
About 4 years.
Yeah. So 4 years, originally started as health kick?
Yeah. It was in addition to some other gym work and things that I'd taken up. I thought it was a good way to increase exercise.
Great. What I find in my clinic is that I get a lot of clients that come in who are new cyclists, and they'll come in with either neck and shoulder pain, or they can come in with hip and knee pain. And so many times it's because they've gone out and bought a bike, spent up to $10,000, $15,000. I don't know, how much can these rigs get up to?
They can cost more than small cars.
Yeah, okay, more than a small car. But they don't take that little bit of time to get them set up so that their backs, hips and necks are in a good position. So do you want to give us a little bit of your story?
Sure. As I mentioned, I took up cycling about 4 years ago, predominantly for health reasons. I've had a few joint complaints. In the past, problems with my hips and knees predominantly. And I've also got a small prolapse disc in my lower back. So cycling was a good way for me to get exercise, plus my physio recommended cycling as a good way to get those joints moving and the nerve issues in my back working well. So
Jason had a rheumatoid issue which got him onto the bike, and in actual fact, if you have injuries, this doesn't mean you can't do this. It just means that you need to be mindful of how you set it up. So what's the setup for you that makes the positions right for your hips and knees?
It's really about having the height of the seat in the correct position for you. Often it's not necessarily where you feel when you first get on a bike that's the right spot. Also having the seat in a proper position back on the bike so that you get good distance over the bike, making sure your handlebars are at the right angle, so that you're not too hunched over.
So normally when you take that full leg down, so once the foot drops down, you should be able to have just the softest crack in the knee, It doesn't want to be into too much extension, and it certainly doesn't want to be tight, because that's when I see you guys with really bad knees or really bad hips. And also, by leaning forward in a correct position, then you don't have short and tilted up like this. Who would you recommend to go and see to get those fit outs?
Well, I'd say if you do have a physio or anyone like that, speak to them about your particular needs. Also, a lot of the bike shops, the people are trained to and have equipment to measure you, and also aware of the different positions that your body should be in while you're cycling.
Well, thanks so much for your help, Jason. He rides about 50 Ks a day. It's all about just fitness for him, not going out into some crazy ride-a-thon, although crazily enough he does do that charity event riding down from Brisbane to the Gold Coast. So anyway, thank you so much for your time. Thanks everyone. I'm Paula Nutting, your musculoskeletal specialist.